Hello, welcome to Lymphoma Blog 4 2021. In the next couple of days, I'm going to share a couple of other people's stories with you, just to help you with the kind of ideas around diagnosis and how these things are difficult to spot. And my kind of lymphoma blogs were mentioned in my newsletter along with other bits and pieces. And I had an email today from a music lover saying that they really appreciated the lymphoma vlogs because they were informative and encouraging. And this is somebody who had been diagnosed, but I thought the thing that would be interesting to you is these bits. I'd heard of lymphoma before, but didn't really know what it was. I'm sure that if I had been more aware of the signs, I would have wasted less time with my GP and been diagnosed a lot earlier. I was very ill earlier in the year and I'm now being treated and have completed 6 cycles of RCHOP, which I have responded to very well. And RCHOP is a form of chemotherapy. All chemos are a mixture of different drugs, and RCHOP is in fact what I had. But if you have breast cancer, there'll be a different cocktail that you get as well. And I just wanted to share that because the story I'm going to tell you tomorrow about is another musician friend of mine. In fact, I know 3 musicians with lymphoma, and all of different ages. I don't know how old the person is who emailed me today, but as I said to you in a previous blog this week, they tend to look at lymphomas as being, other than the Hodgkin's one, tend to happen when you're older, but actually it isn't all like that. It really can affect people of all ages. So if you have some abnormalities and some pains going on, or fatigue, or you've been constantly not well, go and get it checked out. Even if they say, we think it's this or we think it's that. To remind you, for those of you who don't know, I had pain, considerable pain. What I remember is I remember catching my foot one time in the garage on something when I was trying to step forward, and I remember this excruciating pain up into my groin. And I also remember being away with some of Blozabella when we were doing some work with Fanfare Gonzo, and one of the cars had broken down, and I'd had to climb up into this old into this cabin of a rescue vehicle. And again I had this pain, thinking, oh God. And I assumed, and everybody else assumed, that I had arthritis. I mean, I have arthritis in other parts of my body. It was a natural assumption, even though when I eventually saw a specialist, he did say I was a bit young for that too. So there we go. But that's all right. My phone just pinged, so that put me off for a minute. So it took a while to sort all that out, and some of which I was kind of self-diagnosing and doing stuff myself, trying to help myself, going to a chiropractor, going to a physiotherapist, and it was the chiropractor in the end who said he was really, really unhappy with the way I was responding to whatever he was doing. And he directly got in touch with my doctor, who then arranged 2 physiotherapy sessions, and the physio then referred me back to the doctor saying, not happy with this. And that took a long time, all of that. And then I was sent off for to see, well, actually I paid to see someone earlier because they said it might take 6 months, and I'm glad I did, because as I said, it turned out I had a grade 4 tumour. But I paid to have a scan done. I couldn't pay then to do anything else on the no, I paid to see him. Then I went back into the NHS for the scan and all the follow-up. It was with the same guy. and eventually it showed what I was talking about yesterday, which was that my bones didn't look normal, and this was because I had this extranodal cancer in my bone marrow, and but they didn't know that. They thought it was secondary bone cancer at the time, and actually thought that I probably had breast cancer, although they didn't tell me that. They just sent me to a breast cancer clinic, and I didn't know till I got there. But it was all quite strange. Having said that, you know, one of the things that most people have said who've been communicating with me about all this is the NHS have been fantastic. They have been with me. It took a while to get it sorted. Once it was sorted, absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So just be vigilant, and I'm going to share a story from another friend of mine tomorrow about his symptoms, because I think you'll find that interesting because they're completely different to mine. Okay, speak to you tomorrow. Bye.